What's good with y'all, man? It's crunch time. Hit the like as y'all joined in. As we continue on to cook LeBron for this situation last night, of how he single-handedly lost the game, bro. Y'all gotta understand, Shannon Sharpe himself, who's the biggest LeBron fan in the world, who's the biggest LeBron fan in the whole wide world, he is blaming LeBron. So there's no excuse. There's no reason why Kendrick Perkins should be making excuses for LeBron. There's no reason why any of you LeBron James fans in the comments should be making excuses for him, because Shannon Sharpe even knows the truth. And Shannon Sharpe completely snaps on LeBron James and blames him for the entire loss. You see that he tweeted this out. But not only do I have the tweet, I had a video of him snapping. He says, "Bron, you got to be effing kidding me. You gambled and gave up a 3 and turned it over. That led to another 3. What was a 5-point lead with 12 seconds? You're down with 6 seconds and lose on a half-court shot after Reeves put you up 1 with 3 seconds." He says, fuck. So, again, Shannon Sharpe, who knows? Maybe I told y'all, bro, after he basically chose to go on Pat McAfee show instead of Shannon Sharpe show, we already knew Shannon Sharpe was going to start to unleash and basically just start snapping on LeBron, bro. And he not even holding back no more. Usually, remember, he used to be on Undisputed. He used to go easy on LeBron. He used to be Skip Bayless, always blaming LeBron. And Shannon Sharpe was the one that was always finding a silver lining for LeBron James. You know what I'm saying to you, homie? So we're going to play it. I'm going to let you hear what he said.
No, let me take that back. They snatched defeat from the jaws of victory.
Yeah.
Had a lead. With 12 seconds, they're up 5. LeBron gambled, and he's been gambling all night, and he's been getting away with it because they missed.
Yeah.
In that situation, you don't gamble. The only thing that can hurt you is a 3. He gave up a 3. Now you're up 2. Okay, he gave a lazy pass to Austin Reeves. Now you're down 1 with 6 seconds. Austin Reeves makes a fantastic play, and guess what? Josh Giddey from half court knocks the bomb. This one's on LeBron.
Yeah.
This one's on LeBron. He has not played well. Now, he got the tip in last night, and it bailed him out.
So Elijah said, look at Elijah in the comments. He said, I bet none of y'all said anything when LeBron hit a game-winning tip. I made a video when LeBron hit a game-winner. So where was you at, bro? Like, don't speak on something you don't know about. Fake-ass Mohawk.
Because he didn't play well against the Magic. He was 0-3 from the 3. Last night, 0-3 from the 3. Tonight, 0-7 from the 3. He was 9 of 20. No, he was 8 of 20 from the floor. Go check what he was last night, like 4 of 14. This won't get it done. This was a game. They had the game, Ocho.
Yeah.
12 seconds, you're up 5. Why would you gamble in that situation?
Mm-hmm.
Why? And then why would you give a lazy pass in that situation?
Y'all need to answer these questions, bro. Shannon Sharpe, I'm so glad he's telling the truth on this, bro. And I'm not sure if he was on First Take today, but he would have definitely said all this to Kendrick Perkins, because Kendrick Perkins was sitting up there, you know what I'm saying? He was sitting up there literally just like making all type of excuses for LeBron James on his knees.
12 seconds, you're up 5. Why would you gamble in that situation?
Mm-hmm.
Why? And then why would you give a lazy pass in that situation?
In that situation.
Right. Up under your own goal? Come on, man. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on, but he has not played well the last 3 games, the tip in notwithstanding. But you go back and look at it, it is what it is. I'm not saying anything that anybody that have watched the Lakers over the last 3 games is not thinking, but unfortunately, a lot of them don't have microphones, so they can't say it.
Right.
But what I'm saying is what you've been thinking. This one is on LeBron. 44 effing points in the 4th quarter. Normally, Ocho, it's the 3rd quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight, they held the Bulls to 17 points in the 3rd quarter.
Right.
Yeah.
Only to give up 44 in the 4th. I'm trying to look at Josh Giddey and Huerta guarding LeBron. Josh Giddey, again, had another triple-double. The other time they played him, he almost had a quadruple-double.
Triple-double,
He was
yeah.
2 steals away from a quad-double.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight he had a triple-double, and he guarded LeBron. Worked to guard LeBron, and LeBron just was perfectly content to stand his ass in the corner.
Yeah.
Dang, he going in on this man, bro. He's going in. Again, bro, he's sitting here literally like just laying down all the facts. Now, this is the thing. So LeBron did have that tip in the other night. Like I said, we made a stream about that. I gave him his credit for it. But if you actually look at what he did, though, in that game, he had a terrible game that game. I mean, the tip-in got him up to 13 points. So that means without the tip-in, he had 13 points, and he literally been playing bad ever since he came back. Remember, his first game back, the Bulls put up almost 150 points on him and beat him by 30 points. I thought LeBron had the highest IQ in history. How is he single-handedly losing a game like this? And y'all know what this remind me of again. When Josh Giddey hit the game winner on him, when he was basically retreating and refusing to step up. It remind me of when KD hit the game winner, hit the dagger on LeBron in the NBA Finals, when LeBron was literally backing up instead of stepping up on the shooter. But he's supposed to have the highest IQ ever in NBA history, though.
Okay, Luka, you do it. Okay, Austin Reeves, you do it.
Yeah.
That's not good enough.
But listen, that's the point. That's the point of having a supporting cast. That's the point of having a supporting cast to bail you out of situations like this. When you have
They've been bailing him out the last 3 games.
But that's only 3 games, man. That's only 3 games.
Look at Chad Ochocinco trying to look, he moonwalking, trying to make excuses. Why? I don't understand, bro. Anybody else will be cooking their ass for this.
Realize he's been out for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I understand, but he's been out for 2 weeks, also coming back off an injury. So are we understanding maybe he's
in
not...
the game? We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Okay,
he's on the court. I see 23 with James on the back.
Right.
If he's not
exactly
healthy enough, sit down.
So are we understanding maybe he's
in
not...
the game? We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Okay,
he's on the court. I see 23 with James on the back.
Right.
If he's not healthy enough, sit down.
Yeah.
But what we're not going to do is make excuses. We don't do that here.
Right. All right. Well, listen. He hasn't played well the past 3 games. He hasn't. They had it in the They had it in the bag tonight. Obviously, the game of basketball being a game of runs. Mm-hmm. It was up and down. I thought they had the game sealed. I'm not even going to lie to you. I thought they had it sealed towards the end.
It was up 5 with 12 seconds.
Exactly. But
I ain't gonna lie, it'd be funny how Shannon Sharpe be low-key screaming all the time. Like, why he talking so loud, bro?
runs. It was up and down. I thought they had the game sealed. I'm not even going to lie to you. I thought they had it sealed towards the end.
It was up 5 with 12 seconds.
Exactly.
But I'm just trying to figure, why would LeBron in that situation gamble? Why would he gamble and leave a 3-point?
It's an advertisement. Yo, it sounds like LeBron gambling more than Jordan. I'll be trying to say Jordan used to be gambling. LeBron gambling more than Jordan and shit.
Seconds.
Exactly.
But I'm just trying to figure, why would LeBron in that situation gamble? Why would he gamble and leave a 3-point shot? I mean, he left the guy open. That's a shoot-around 3.
Right.
Williams was wide open. Why in that situation? That's what I don't get. LeBron has too much basketball IQ to know in that situation. Ocho, it's kind of like a corner.
Yeah.
Why would you gamble in a situation like that when you're up 4? Why would you try to take the slant away and the dude runs a slow go? In this situation, Brian, you don't need to gamble.
Right.
Make him run time. If the guy hit a tough shot, so be it. But you can't give him a wide open 3. You can't be lazy on a bounce pass under your own goal. Giddey gets it, fires it back to Kobe White. He nails a 3. What was a 5-point lead with 12 seconds? You find yourself down 1 with 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Every starter for the Lakers was minus. Had a negative plus minus. Finney Smith.
Shout out to May Denise in the comments. Says, but does he really have that much of a high IQ, Shay? That's an amazing question. Is his IQ really as high as what they say that it is, though? Like, I see a whole bunch of examples of stuff like this, but they telling us that he got the highest IQ.
Down 1 with 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Plus 3 Godwin. Plus 5. Foul, you shove him in the open, caught you with an elbow.
Yeah.
But if they didn't call it, you can't push the man in the back. They're going to call a foul.
Every time.
Godwin. You can't shove the guy. Even though he shoved you, they didn't call a foul. You shove him in the open court.
Yeah.
They're going to call it.
Every time.
I mean, ain't...
Man, listen, bro. In my opinion, if LeBron, because they don't know what excuse to use now. They don't know what to say that he's not healthy or what. But if he's not healthy, if he's 40 years old, if he's all this, why is he still playing starter minutes? Why don't you just put him on the bench real quick, or put him on a minutes restriction or something? Or why is he even back? They said he sat out 2 weeks, and again, I can't use the excuse that he's not healthy. And here's why. Y'all remember the game before he came back? He posted that video where, you know, he was running full court sprints and dunking the basketball. You know, when he had no shirt on. He was running full court sprints up and down the court looking like a locomotive. And they said, Bron is back. He's ready. They said, so he looked fully healthy in that video to me. I don't understand this stuff, bro. Like, it's always an excuse, bro. If he's playing bad, just get on him. That is how you improve your team. You hold the player accountable. Like a good coach. You said no shirt but a do-rag. Yeah, he had no shirt but he had a do-rag on. So if bro, a good coach, and that's why you gotta call out JJ Redick. A good coach is gonna call out the player on the team that whose fault it is, so he can improve what he's doing. That's how the team improves.
Nobody gonna fight. Why you shoving? I mean, that was that. I
lose your mind a little bit more than JJ. Well, you can hit a
So here's where Shannon Sharpe kind of cooks JJ Redick a little bit as well.
Around JJ a little bit at ESPN. Yeah, I know he losing his mind.
Oh yeah. Wait, you might be losing your mind a little bit more than JJ. Well,
I promise you I'm not. I promise you I'm not, because it's the mistakes like that. But see, he's not going to tell LeBron what he needs to tell LeBron. In that situation, LeBron, you can't do that. You can't gamble and then turn the ball over. Mm-hmm. And then nobody picked up Giddy. So you gonna let him get? So you gonna let the guy? How many times, Ocho, do you think guys practice half court shots?
Right. You know what? I don't think they don't practice no damn half court shots. They play around doing them.
Ocho, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they do that all the time.
I promise you, if Steph Curry is shooting the ball from the tunnel, Luka, if all these guys that could potentially take a shot at the end of the game is doing horsing around with that shot.
Yeah,
that's not as because how many times have we seen him make that shot this year? Mm-hmm. So ain't nobody gonna make the guy pick the guy ball up. You gonna wait till he get to half court and then try to jump. It's too late. He's already got into a shooting motion.
Yeah. And listen,
yeah, man, it's just insane, bro. Like, all of these tendencies that, like, they say that he's the highest IQ player ever, but we keep seeing this stuff time and time again. You know, it doesn't matter if he has AD on his team or Luka. Like, the same stuff is happening. So that's why I said you can't even blame AD no more. You can't blame Russ no more. You can't blame Luka Doncic no more, because last night the game was on you. And when you was out, they was actually winning games. Remember Austin Reeves and Luka, they was looking like an amazing duo. You can't blame Darvin Ham no more. So who we gonna blame? Like, at some point you got to give LeBron some type of accountability, and a lot of the LeBron fans think that's a bad thing, but it's actually a good thing when you do that. You know, if your star player can actually take some accountability, that makes the team better. You know what I'm saying? But this is why the Lakers have been stagnant for the last couple of years. You know, they don't have any defense on the interior and no big men, which is why I don't understand why you would trade your defensive big man away. And now the issue that you have on your team is no defense and no big man. I'm going to say that one more time, right? The problem on their team right now is they have no defense and no big. So why would you trade your defensive big when you had 2 and 1? 2 birds, 1 stone. Again, all AD needed was a center. The Lakers need a center. That's all they needed was a center. So now that you trade AD away, now all of a sudden they focus on getting a center. Oh yeah, we need a center, man. You said because you get Luka. Okay, so don't get Luka and then start blaming him for everything. Don't get Luka and then start blaming him, because even though Luka's a bad defender and stuff like that, they still got to the finals last year with Luka Doncic on the Mavs, because Kyrie Irving was able to play off ball and things of that nature. Yeah, this is real, bro. Shannon Sharpe actually said this. And this used to be LeBron James' biggest supporter. I'm not sure. I'm not saying he doesn't support LeBron anymore, but we already know some things have happened with their relationship over the last couple months and stuff like that. So now he don't even care no more. He just gonna start unleashing and telling the truth on LeBron, like when it's his fault. You know what I'm saying? But again, bro, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, bro. Lakers are just in trouble, man. I don't know if they're gonna even do well in the playoffs, bro. For real, I don't know if they getting out the first round, dog. Cause these tendencies is showing up right when the playoffs about to come up, and that's a bad sign, bro. It's a terrible sign, dog. It's just sad, man.